Why experts recommend creatine for everyone, not just athletes. Why experts recommend creatine for everyone, even those who don't hit the gym. Creatine isn't just for the gym anymore, it's a powerhouse for your entire body. For years, creatine has been the go-to supplement for athletes looking to build muscle and enhance performance. But recent research reveals that its benefits extend far beyond the gym, making it a crucial supplement for everyone, regardless of their fitness level. Surprising benefits of creatine. Creatine is a naturally occurring substance found in muscle cells, where it plays a vital role in energy production. Beyond its well-known muscle-building properties, creatine has been shown to improve cognitive function, support healthy aging, and boost cellular energy during times of stress. And this is the part most people miss. Creatine's impact on brain health and overall cellular function means it could be one of the most important daily supplements you're overlooking. Dr. Richard Kreider, a professor and director of the Exercise Sport Nutrition Lab at Texas A&M University, has been studying creatine for decades. His research highlights how creatine supports cellular energy, which is essential for maintaining health in various bodily functions. When the body is under stress, whether from exercise or metabolic conditions like certain diseases, creatine helps maintain energy levels in cells, providing numerous protective and health benefits, Kreider explains. How much creatine do you need? While our bodies naturally produce about a gram of creatine per day, experts recommend a daily intake of 2 to 4 grams, depending on muscle mass and activity levels. However, many people fall short of this amount through diet alone. Meat and fish are the best dietary sources of creatine, but they can be expensive and calorie-dense. But here's where it gets controversial. Vegetarians and vegans, who often consume little to no meat or fish, are particularly at risk of creatine deficiency. This makes supplementation a practical and effective solution. For those with specific performance goals, Kreider recommends a loading phase of 5 grams, 4 times a day for a week, followed by a maintenance dose of 5 to 10 grams per day. This regimen helps maximize muscle energy stores, leading to better performance, faster recovery, and even enhanced cognitive function. Creatine for aging and brain health. One of the most exciting aspects of creatine is its potential to support healthy aging. As we grow older, we tend to lose muscle mass and cognitive function. Creatine can help mitigate these effects, making it a valuable supplement for older adults. In adolescence, insufficient dietary creatine intake has been linked to slower growth, reduced muscle mass, and increased body fat. This is the part most people miss. Creatine's benefits aren't limited to adults. They extend to all stages of life. Is creatine safe? Despite its numerous benefits, creatine has faced its share of misconceptions and misinformation. To address these concerns, Kreider and his colleagues conducted a comprehensive review of 685 clinical trials on creatine supplementation. Their findings, published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, showed no significant difference in side effects between participants taking creatine and those taking a placebo. Common myths about creatine causing bloating or cramping have been debunked by scientific studies. In fact, creatine can actually help prevent cramping by aiding the body in retaining more fluid. There's absolutely no data supporting any negative side effect anecdotally reported about creatine on the internet and in the media. Debunking myths and misconceptions. Kreider and other members of the International Society of Sports Nutrition have issued a letter affirming the safety and efficacy of creatine. They urge policymakers and lobbyists not to restrict access to this beneficial supplement. This is a point that could spark differing opinions. While the scientific consensus is clear, some may still harbor doubts. What do you think? Is creatine a supplement you would consider adding to your routine? Or do you have reservations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Reference: Safety of Creatine Supplementation. Analysis of the prevalence of reported side effects in clinical trials and adverse event reports by Richard B. Kreider, Drew E. Gonzalez, Kelly Hines, Adriana Gill, and Diego A. Bonilla. April 25, 2025. Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition. DOI 10.1080550278320252488937. 2025-2488-937. https://2025-5502783 2025-2488-937. Never miss a breakthrough. Join the scitechdaily.com/newsletter. The truth about creatine for teens. Benefits, risks, and safety. The internet is buzzing about creatine, and now teens are jumping on the bandwagon. But should they? The latest nutritional craze captivating both adolescents and their perimenopausal moms is none other than creatine. This supplement has become a hot topic, with claims of its benefits flooding social media. Interestingly, some of these claims are backed by solid scientific research. Creatine has been extensively studied and is a staple for many athletes aiming to boost muscle mass and performance. However, it's crucial to remember that creatine, like all supplements, is not regulated by the FDA, raising questions about its safety. Most research on creatine has focused on adults, leaving a gap in understanding its effects on younger bodies. So, is creatine safe for teens? Creatine can be safe for teens, but it's essential to weigh the modest benefits against the potential risks, advises Amy Stevens, a registered dietitian and certified sports nutrition specialist in New York City. Let's delve deeper. What exactly is creatine? Creatine is a naturally occurring compound in the body, composed of 3 amino acids, arginine, glycine, and methionine. It's produced by the liver, kidneys, and pancreas, and primarily stored in muscles, where it aids in producing ATP, the body's cellular energy source. Besides natural production, the body also absorbs creatine from animal-based foods like red meat and fish. Most people, including teens, can maintain adequate creatine levels through diet alone. However, many athletes turn to creatine supplements, particularly creatine monohydrate, to enhance performance in high-intensity activities. Creatine, one of the most researched ergogenic aids, boosts phosphocreatine stores in muscles, improving ATP production during activities like sprinting and weightlifting, explains Dr. Laura Goldberg, a pediatric sports medicine specialist. Studies indicate that creatine can increase muscle mass, strength, power, and endurance. Why are teens drawn to creatine? The primary reason teens consider creatine is to enhance muscle strength and size, says Stevens. Research suggests that when combined with consistent resistance training, creatine can lead to a 6 to 10% improvement in lifting strength over about 5 weeks. For instance, an athlete bench pressing 100 pounds might potentially increase that to 110 pounds. Creatine can also provide a performance edge in high-intensity sports like football or sprinting, and may aid in faster recovery from muscle soreness post-intense training. However, its benefits in endurance sports like running or swimming are minimal. But here's where it gets controversial. Most of the research supporting these benefits has been conducted on adults. The risks and benefits for growing teen bodies remain less clear. While some studies show benefits, many have small sample sizes and lack long-term data specific to teens, cautions Stevens, referencing a recent review of over 9,000 articles on creatine use in teens aged 11 to 18, which found the research quality to be poor and inconsistent. A rising trend. Historically, creatine use has been more prevalent among male athletes, such as bodybuilders and football players. Among teens, it's still more common in boys than girls. The University of Michigan's latest Monitoring the Future report reveals a surge in creatine use among U.S. secondary school students post-pandemic. In the most recent survey, 13% of 12th graders, 11.7% of 10th graders, and 4.6% of 8th graders reported using creatine in the past year. The increase is hypothesized to be linked to the rise in fitness and weightlifting during the pandemic's social distancing period. Gender disparities are notable, with 22% of 12th grade boys and 4% of girls using creatine, and 19% of 10th grade boys versus 3.6% of girls. However, among competitive athletes, the gap narrows, with 72% of male and 28% of female elite teen athletes using creatine.